And now, it's time for another Dice Tower review with Tom Vasel.
You probably realize at this point that I like to rate things. Now, I prefer a 20-point scale. Give me a 10-point scale, and I'm like, yeah, sure, this is a 10, this is an 8, and this is a 9. Oh, that's an 8.5. I don't know what it is. You know, it's a lot of fun to rate things. Some people rate things thumbs up or thumbs down. If you watch our Miami Dice, we make fun of that by just doing all kinds of weird things because it's hard to quantify ratings. But it's still fun to do it, and everyone disagrees on it. This is a game that lets you rate all sorts of things, from the current president, to famous talk show hosts, to a movie character, to a certain kind of food, to MySpace. You know, what do you think of these things? And then try to guess what other people think of them. Very simple premise. The game comes with 2 decks of cards, and there's different categories on each of the cards. You can see here on the red cards there's food and beverage, places, sports and entertainment. And on the green cards there's people, random, and preference. And it could be anything. See, here this lets you pick any local restaurant, places, the basement, sports and entertainment, softball, Steven Spielberg, Universal Healthcare, roses, chocolates, jewelry. And what you're going to be doing on your turn is you'll be taking 2 dice and putting them in a dice cup, which, as we all know, is required by gaming law to slam on the table as hard as you can. Unless you have a wooden table, in which case, yeah, you may be killed by your spouse. But once you do that, you then reveal what they are. And it will show you, the one die shows you the category, and the other die shows you the rating system. So for example, here I rolled food and a thumbs up, thumbs down. Well, this one's easy. I simply look at the food here. It says roller's choice, any Mexican food. So I'm going to say enchiladas. Alright, and then I have to draw on my board. There are 4 of these boards, 1 for each player, or team if you have more than 4 players. And I have to draw a thumbs up. Everyone else has to predict what I'm going to draw. Okay? There's my poorly drawn thumbs up. Did you get that right? And that's one of the rating scales. Another rating scale might be overrated or underrated. So let's say I pick here police officers. Are they overrated or underrated? And again, you have to guess if I'm going to say overrated or underrated, and in this instance I wrote underrated. Police officers are definitely underrated. The next category here is A, B, C, D, and F. There I'm going to give something a grade. So for example, I might say the designated hitter, A, B, C, D, or F. Now you may be wondering if am I an American League fan or a National League fan? Well, ladies and gentlemen, I'm an American League fan. I don't think it's the greatest thing ever, but come on, designated hitter, pitchers, sit down, concentrate on your pitching. But anyway, B. And if you correctly guessed mine, see the one person who's going, everyone else, if they correctly guess it, then they will get a point. Every time you get a point, you flip the paddle over and you keep track of your points on the other side. The next scale is a smiley face here. You're going to put a smiley face, a neutral face, or a frowny face. So for example, walking the dog. What do I think about that? You ready? Did you make your guess? It's a smiley face for me. And then, let's see. Do we do any other categories on here? Ah, stars. 1 to 4 stars. And so, marshmallows. Do I give those 1 to 4 stars? And you have to guess. Did you guess correctly? 3 stars. Although I would put the caveat that when they're toasted, they are 4.5 stars out of 4. And then finally, and this is my favorite category, is the all play. And this one, everyone plays. What you do is you take something here. So let's say, for example, John Travolta. And everyone gives him a rating from 1 to 10. And then at the bottom, you're going to guess the rating of everybody. So I write my rating down, and then I write my prediction of what everyone's rating is going to be. And everyone writes down their rating secretly on their paddle. Now, I know that one of my partners hates John Travolta, so on mine I wrote 6 for my own rating, and then 14 was my overall rating. And this person, I did not know they were such a fan. They said 8 and 20. And this person, who apparently thinks everyone hates John Travolta, put a 1 and a 4, and then this person put a 3, instead everyone would say 15. So we add up the scores. 8 plus 6 is 14, plus 1 is 15, plus 3 is 18, and the closest to 18 is 20. So red gets the point in this instance. So that's how you play the different versions of the game. I guess I should mention that one of the categories is preference, and on preference there is no rating scale. You just pick which one of these you'd prefer, ER, House, and Grey's Anatomy. Well, we have to pick the least soap opera of them all, I guess, so House would be my answer for that one. Alright, now you've learned a little bit about me. The pens are very nice because they're both pens, and you can use them to erase on the boards. That's it. First person to get to 10 points is the winner.
I guess the question is here, what is the rating of this game? Well, first of all, it's a typical party game. There's a lot of these party games. Guess what everyone else said? This is a style party game I like, of course. My biggest flaw with this game, by far the biggest flaw, is the fact that there's only 4 paddles included. 4 players, and I know you can make teams, but that's crazy talk. I grabbed erasable boards for no one. I'm actually, since I found this on a discount sale, I'm going to see if I can hunt down another copy just to get 4 more panels of the game. But for the most part, if it could accommodate up to 8 players, it would be a really fun, fantastic experience. But I do enjoy it, mostly because I like rating things. My favorite one is when everyone rates it 1 through 10, and then you guess what the total number of everyone's ratings are. And it's a good way to break ice with people. It's going to be one of those games where people complain, well, I don't know them very well. Yeah, but it's a good way to learn them. What exactly do they think of the Judge Judy show? What exactly do they think of square pizza? There's all different things in the game, and it can be a lot of fun. So my rating for this game, on a 1 to 10 scale, I'll say 6, entertaining. Thumbs up or thumbs down? Well, I'll give it a thumbs up, smiley face. On a 5-star scale, 3 stars out of 5. And I think I'm running out of rating scales, but you can see I don't love this game, but I do like it, and I do love the theme.
Thanks for joining us today. For more written, audio, and video reviews, as well as the #1 board game podcast, check out the website at www.thedicetower.com. Until then, this is Eric Summerer, and you've been watching The Dice Tower.